Welcome to my Skylark chord melody guitar lesson. Hi, my jazz friends around the world. Sandra, Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. You can download the tab and the backing track from the link down below in the description box. Please also visit my lesson shop, Guitarversum.com, for more lessons like this one. And now let's get started. We're in the key of C major and we have our regular jazz standard song form AABA. Each section is 8 bars long, so we have a total of 32 bars. Here we go. The first two A sections. We start with a C major 13 chord up here, right? Then I pick through, because this is a half note, so I have a half bar, and just pick through the strings from the lowest to the highest while the melody keeps ringing, so we don't play this again. Then we go to second degree, D minor 7, that's the 10th fret all over. Also we pick back to the C major 13. Now we have that pickup too. That's a G and a C. You can also try to bar this. It's also possible. And now we have an interesting chord. The fourth chord of the C major scale is an F major chord, but the tensions are 9, sharp 11, 13. So we play an F major 7, sharp 11 chord because the B, the sharp 11, is in a melody. And here it is. That's F, A, E, another A and B. All the way through. Then the A again on a B string. And now I have the melody. You could play G and F. I play it in thirds because it's more harmonic. So I harmonize the G and the F with a third lower from the C major scale. That's where we're in, F Lydian, that's C major scale. So we have an E in the C major scale, and at F we need a D. So these are major thirds. And that takes us to the E minor 7 with the E on top. Right? Play the E again. And now we have an F sharp 7 flat 9 with the C sharp in bass. That is also a C sharp diminished, and that's also a C7 flat 9. This can be many chords actually. Actually, C7 flat 9 makes more sense because it now leads us back to the 1 chord, actually the 4 chord, but this is a 5 that goes to the F major 7. We play up till the E, okay? Then a plain 6, the melody is the D now. You can just play that or play the lower F along with it. I do it this way, right? And then the high A on the E string. E minor 7, going to the E, and this nice melody, C, A, and takes us to the D7. And now I have some time left, and what I need to do is fill it somehow. So what I do is chromatically approach. I play E and C, F and C, F sharp and C, and then it takes me back to F with the D in bass. That's D minor 7, our next chord. So here it is again, D7, D minor 7, bar all the way through the B string, because up next is the melody. That's C, D, C, so you need to have this barred already. G7 with the F, and again some quirky thirds. That's E and A and B, and we're in C major. G7 is the 5th degree of the C major scale, so I play thirds. A third lower is the F and the G. See, so I couldn't play a minor third here because we don't have F sharp in the C major scale. You need to pick the notes that are in the scale. And now we have the first ending, but let me repeat those first 6 bars. First ending is 2 bars, bars 7 and 8. C6 is the resolution. Oh, sorry. Then now I strum it again. We have a 1, 6, 2, 5 chord progression now, a classical turnaround. So that's A minor just until the C, A minor 7. Well, actually, you should bar it because next is E, G, and C in a melody. Then we have B in a melody with a D minor, so that's a D minor 13 chord. That's D minor 7 plus the 13th on top, the B. A, B and C again. And now the 5 chord, an altered chord, G altered. I play G7 sharp 5 plus the G in bass, all right? So that was the first ending. Then you repeat the first 6 bars, and now you play the second ending, which also starts with a C6, but then goes to a C major 7, all the way through the B, and then you play the E string, and now we play a G altered fill. That's G7 sharp 5 sharp 9. The root would be here, right? This all comes from this G altered chord. It's an upper voicing. Then a 9th. Then the root, so you need to play this voicing. And then go over to the F. Okay? Resolution C major 7. And C sharp diminished, that's a C7 flat 9 chord. We already had that because that takes us to the B section. Now let me play through the entire A1 and A2 section for you at slow tempo. Check out my 35 beginner chord melody jazz standards if you want to add some real popular standards to your repertoire. You get the PDF tabs and the Guitar Pro tabs, including standard music notation, and of course you get all the detailed video tutorials. There is a link down below this video in the description box that leads you to the 35 jazz standards. And the bundle price is a real bargain, so grab yours now. Welcome to the B section. We now have a key change to F major and later to E major. So let's start with that. We have a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4 chord progression. The 3 chord of F is A minor. We have it up here. Then the 6 chord is D, and we have a tritone sub. So the sub 5 over D7 is A flat. A tritone away from D, you have A flat. So that's A flat 7. That's a common technique. And that enables you to have a better bass line. A flat 7. Then you fill the chord, the space. G minor 11, that's the 2 chord. This one always stays the same. Here's the G. Melody. C7, simple C7. But it's really good in this context. Resolution F major 7. All the way through to the high A. 4th degree of the scale is B flat major 7. Right? Fill it. Then we go to the minor, relative minor of F is D minor, and this we have a 2, 5, 1 in D minor. That's E half diminished. Now we play a drop 3 voicing. That's actually, this voicing is an E half diminished. We take the B flat and move it up here. So what you get, drop 3 voicings you always recognize by there's an what you call this, an empty, not played string, a muted string. So these 3. Melody has the B flat on, slide over to the A. And G, okay? Now the 5 chord, A7 sharp 5 to A7 flat 9. That's in the shape of a C sharp diminished chord. We can do that. Just doesn't have a root, but all the rest is there. The 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and the flat 9th. Resolution D minor 7. Right? Melody. Blue scale. That's nice. That's the flat 5th here. That's the blue scale. Right? So then then the D, and I harmonize it a sixth down with the F. So I play the F and the D. I don't play the G string though. Now we have a 2-5, 1. That's G minor 9. C. Then to the 5 chord, C 13 9. Right? And this F sharp, that's the sub 5 actually. That's the melody. That's really nice. You could actually try to bend it a little towards the G. It's really cool. And then we're gonna have the resolution F6 9. With no root. Here is the root. I play it afterwards. Right? So yeah. That was the G minor 9. C, F. And now we have one more key change, then I'll repeat everything, okay? That's the E major scale now. E major 7 chord, plain and simple. Then you play the E string to catch that B, C sharp. Go into the 6th chord, C sharp minor 9, C sharp minor 7 on the 9th fret. Okay. We have E, C sharp, B. And now we have, well, what is this? A chain of 5 chords. Resolving and back to another 5. We have an F sharp 9. That's the 5 of the B9, which is the 5 of the E scale. So that's a double dominant. Going to F, which is kind of a B. That's a tritone substitute for a B altered. Then we go to B9. Here would be the root, so that's kind of a, that is actually a D sharp minor 7 flat 5. Half diminished chord. Resolution, that B9 resolves to its 1 chord, the E6. Right? And then we need a 5 that takes us back to the A section. The A section started with a C and the 5 is a G. So we play G 7 flat 13 with the F in bass. That's a really cool sound. That's the same as this one, but down here. Right? So you have. All right, here's the entire B section for you at slow tempo. You can help to keep the free video tutorials of this channel running by becoming a member of the channel, and you can do so by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button, which also grants you access to my mini lessons. You can also say a little thank you by clicking the thanks button and donate a little something. This really helps with the productions of the videos. Thanks a lot. Now for the A3 section, please repeat the first 6 bars of the A section, and then you go to this ending, the third ending. Here we go. C6, C major 7, and the E string, barred on the G. And now a chromatic approach to the C. We go B flat 13 with the B flat on top, B13, and then we resolve to C6 9 and a bass afterwards, right? Please give this video a fat thumbs up because it's really important for me as a creator. Please subscribe the channel, maybe even join it, hit that bell notification so you never miss a thing. And check out my playlists on chord melody, on ballads, whatever you like. I have tons of videos up here. And other than that, I see you next week. Servus, baba.